Hey guys, this is JB3 and we are back with another episode of Project Reject. We are here at the end of the season and we will finish out the season here on this one. We will start with Tottenham here, who are top of the league, so it should be a good competitive game. We'll see how we do, and then we'll move on. We'll sim through Arsenal, Huddersfield, and Liverpool, and then we'll see how things go. We'll play against Newcastle in the final game of the season. We sit in 5th position. That one could be a big one as we need to get as many points as possible, maybe see ourselves into Champions League. Let's get into this one though and see if we can move ourselves to the top of the table. So we'll get into this one here against Tottenham. They do have their full strength lineup, so it should be a tough one. They have an 88 rated goalkeeper. We'll go with our same standard lineup. One change though, Sorberg in for Mitchell, who picked up the red card in the last one. And you'll see one player that may be familiar here on Tottenham. Udom comes into the cam role, so it's reject against rejects. Let's get into this one, see if we can grab 3 points. And we'll get this one underway. Romano on the ball. Moves off to Baker. Baker on to Decker. He'll slip through. Has Ahmed behind the defense. Opens up with a shot. And a nice save by the keeper. And he'll chase it down. Tries to move forward. Holds up. Finds Baker. Baker waiting for men to get forward. Goes to Decker. Decker right through the guts here. Has a chance. Lays it there for Baker. Baker behind. Fights off. Oh, and couldn't get there to put it on net. Adebola shoots it out, has Sorberg. He's going to carry it forward. Now down to Acheampong. Pushing forward is Brentford. Acheampong cuts inside, pushes forward. Baker on the shot, knocks it away by the keeper, sent for a corner. Romano moves it to Decker, moves it off to Barrett. He'll slip through, has Ahmed. Ahmed pushing in, closes down right off the keeper, sends it away for another corner. Oh, Adebola tries to get in there. Gets on him, breaks it up. A little tip to Pereira, knocks it away. It will be a delayed penalty, though, on Adebola. I'm not sure. I didn't get to see it. I was too focused on trying to get that ball out of the box. Adebola, though, calls for it. And it will be a penalty. And it will be Udom to take it here against Pereira. Reject versus reject. He comes up, tries to make the... Oh, goes right down the middle and opens it up. 1-0. And a penalty leads to the opening goal. Tottenham not with much offense here. Only a couple opportunities. The last one being one of them. And they capitalize. They chip it in to the middle of the net. Oh, Decker picks it off. Goes to Romano quickly. Has Barrett. Barrett now. Shoots it up. Has Baker. Behind the defense. Driving in. Pulls the trigger off the sidebar and cleared away. Oh, they get in behind. Udom takes the shot and Pereira has to make a big save. Acheampong on the ball. Moves it up to Vogel. He's going to try and get forward and try and find some space in the middle. Has a chance. Moves it on to Baker. Baker behind the defense. Gets it. Oh, can't settle it down on his weak foot and skies it over the bar. Out wide to Zaitsev. He gets on the ball, tries to carry it forward. Now goes to Ahmed, who gets behind. Trying to find someone in the middle, looking for Barrett. He settles it down, takes a tough touch, and can't get the shot off. So we'll make our final 2 changes. It's Decker and Barrett out for Henry and Gomez. They get it up to Vogel. He runs onto it in the middle of the field, looking for Acheampong. Can he get it behind? Is he onside? He is. Driving in. Takes the shot. Too close. No one can get there. Henry tries to poke it away, but can't win the ball for Brentford. And that'll do it. A tough one here, as Brentford just couldn't beat the keeper. A bunch of really good opportunities, and a penalty does us in as we go down 1-0. We get 7 shots, 3 on target. Probably felt like more than that, but you never know. We take a look at it. Udom, 7.9. The Bois gets a 7.8. Adebola, 6.5. Zaitsev, 7.3. Vogel, 7.2. Henry, a 5.9. Gomez, 6.1. Acheampong 7.2, Baker 7.2, Ahmed 7.2, Romano 7.4, Barrett a 6.1, Decker 7.1, Pereira 7.3, Sorberg a 7.6, and that'll do it as we go down 1-0. So we'll get into this one here against Arsenal. Mitchell comes back in from suspension, and we get a big 2-1 victory here over Arsenal. Barrett putting in the 2 goals. And we'll get into our next one here against Huddersfield. We'll roll out the starters, and we'll see what happens. Another 2-1 victory. Dubois and Zayatev getting the goals. And we'll move on to our final sim of the season here against Liverpool. We'll roll out the starters, and another 2-1 victory. Achampong and Ahmed putting in the goals. So as we get into our final game of the season against Newcastle, we take a look at the table, and we currently sit in 5th position. So we are guaranteed a chance to go to Europe, but where will it be? 1 point off Manchester United. If we get a victory, and if they take a loss in their final game, which we're not sure who that's against, we'll take a look here, see if we can take a look. It's Fulham. So Fulham is in towards the bottom of the table here in 17th, so it's going to be tough. Fulham need to pull the upset. We take on Newcastle here in 13th, so we need to take care of our business before we can worry about Man United. Let's get into this one and see where we're going, Europa or Champions League. So we'll get into the final game here at St. James's Park. It is Brentford versus Newcastle. And not a very talented team. We finally have a team where they don't have an 88 to 90 rated goalkeeper. So it gives us in with a chance. We make one change. Hernandez comes in at right back for the final game. Let's get into this one and see if we can pick up 3 massive points. And we'll get this game underway. Barrett up to Baker. He's going to hold and wait for men to get forward. Lays off Ahmed. Ahmed now goes right up to Decker. He'll kick along to Barrett. Trying to get something going here. Moves on to Achampong. He is onside, so he'll have a chance. On to Baker. Baker can't get the shot off, and controlled by Newcastle. Decker has the ball. Shoots it up to Baker. He'll move on to Barrett. Barrett now trying to find a goal. Moves it along to Ahmed. Gets behind. Takes the shot, and it's right into the shins. Goes for a corner. Corner now, it will be Decker. Decker just trying to find something here as we maybe get something. No, headed away for another corner. Ahmed using all that pace to get forward. Goes up to Barrett. He'll move through. Has Achampong. Pulls the trigger right on the keeper though and easily knocked away. Barrett in the midfield. Moves up to Baker. Baker now tries to slip it through, has Ahmed. Ahmed driving in, looks for a shot, puts all right off Woodman, out for another corner. Zayatev moves up, has Ahmed. He's going to try and move forward. Looking to create some offense, goes to Decker. Decker now goes up, Romano. Romano into Baker. Tries to hold up, slips through back to Romano. Romano holding at the top of the box. Goes to Baker. Bouncing ball, takes the shot, finds the back of the net. 1-0. Brentford on top of Newcastle. And we needed that one. We needed some offense. We've sent some off the keeper's chest. And this time, Baker settles it down in the box, gets the shot off, and finds the back of the net here. A nice pass here from Romano. Does a good job to get away. Bouncing ball, easily controlled by Baker, and has enough time to get it off. Past the defender, past the keeper, 1-0. Ball goes out wide. Hernandez can't get there. They drive in, a misstep by Newcastle, and Achampong gets all the way back there. Zayatev knocks away, big shot, and Pereira makes the save. Final build-up here for Newcastle. They try to stop him here. Zayatev out there trying to break it up. Cross goes in. It's a hat cross, and Achampong gets it, boots it out, and we'll go into halftime. It will be 1-0 Brentford here on top of Newcastle. Achampong goes up, has it here for Decker. Decker trying to find some space. Holds up, goes to Barrett. Barrett now back out wide to Achampong. Goes to Romano, top of the box. Big strike off the keeper. Knocked away and cleared away by Newcastle. Barrett goes out to Achampong now on the ball. Tries to go forward. Has it through to Barrett. Barrett moves on to Decker. He tries to get forward. Off to Barrett. Barrett tries to intercept. Big shot. Second shot. No. Takes a deflection. Goes out for a corner. Corner here, Decker with a chance to make it 2. If he can land this one into the box, sends it high, headed on, right in the keeper's guts. Oh, intercepted. They get a good cross in. They can't handle it, though. Romano tries to break it up and can't. Big shot, and Pereira has to make a big save. Oh, picked off in the midfield. Newcastle, Anabola lays a big tackle. They get behind, though. Have a chance. Big shot off the post. And Acheampong's just going to boot that one out as Newcastle try to push forward, trying to find a tying goal. Kassim goes up to Baker. Taps along, has Decker. Build up here for Brentford. Back onto Baker. He'll hold up. Slips through Acheampong. Acheampong sends it across. Decker! Offsides by Acheampong. Final build up here for a chance. We try to break it up, and it goes out, and that will be the final whistle. End of the season, and Brentford get the victory they needed. Man U was up 1-0 at halftime over Fulham. I don't know if we'll get a reaction out of the players here on whether they're going to Champions League or the Europa. Baker finds the 1 goal, and we get the victory here on the shutout. We get what we needed here in the north of England, and we'll head into the end of the season. There will be no reaction from the players on where they may be headed. We get a pretty even game. 8 shots, 6 on target, 5 shots for Newcastle, 4 on target for them as they really push forward at the end. Zayatev gets an 8.2, Vogel a 7.0, Kassim 7.0, Decker 7.5, Acheampong 7.6, Baker 8.2, Ahmed 7.5, Romano 8.2, Barrett 8.1, Pereira 7.6, Hernandez 8.0, Dubois 7.1, Adabola 7.0, and that'll do it as we go 1-0 over Newcastle. Well, that'll do it for us here in this season and for the series of Project Reject. We end the season on 68 points, just missing Champions League by 1 point. A tie that goes differently, a win where we maybe get a tie. Maybe if we could have gotten a result against Tottenham, it could have been different. We needed probably 2 points in all honesty because we were not going to get the goal differential. We finish only 5 points behind Morecambe FC, as they are an absolute powerhouse, but still lose to Tottenham, who go 76 points on the season. It's an exciting one. It was a lot of fun to get through. We will have one more episode, a wrap-up of Project Reject and FIFA 19 before we head into FIFA 20, but it's been good. If you guys did enjoy it though, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so you can always find out when the next episode's coming out. And until next time, have a good one.